a life, or maybe get a job or something. Pack it up and head back home, tell everybody I was bluffing. Or maybe I'll just get out my head and focus on what I know's coming. Yeah. Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe all my exes is drinking themselves crazy tonight. Maybe I should call and say, told you I'd be right. Wondering how long it was before you realized the biggest mistake of your life, and now you're paying the price. Oh, is it confidence or confusion? Either way, I feel like I ain't never losing. Your opinion of mine, you know just what I'm choosing. I gotta do this, cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my head get loud and they keep telling me that I'm a fool for trusting in these wings. But maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. 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 Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me tryna get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Big boss, get my line, sell a brother, get your feet in. But tap in with your peoples, like so they doing decent. Show me how to readjust some ways that I've been thinking. Been trying to protect what I've been building, been on defense. Celebrating our friends and we gon' up there when we touch down. BYOD, shout out to my homies working sundown. I should call my sister for some custom gold fronts now. Soul already shining, need no diamond roll it bust down. No matter how far, I can't forget the opposition. If you ain't been running front and side, you seen this competition. Wisdom telling me better.
Opening night in the KMAC, and it's featuring two of the KMAC's district qualifiers from a season ago in Division III. The district runners-up from the Central District, the Mount Gilead Lady Indians, traveling to Blue Devil country to taking on sectional champion and district semifinalists the Blue Devils of Danville. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with Pregame coming your way next.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Inside the Spherion Mid-Ohio pregame show for this KMAC girls opener between the Lady Devils of Danville and the Lady Indians of Mount Gilead. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside former coach of the Buckettes of Buckeye Central. The guy's been to many regionals, the guy's been to Dayton and State. Well, now he is sitting next to me as our color commentator this season, Abram Capel. And Coach, welcome into the OH.REPORT family. I know you got a job up with Tiffin University helping them out, but it's nice to see you back here watching some high school basketball as well.
No, for sure. It feels great to be back in the gym. Obviously, this is my favorite time of the year.
Absolutely, ours too.
You know, it's a cold, early December game, and it feels like basketball season down here in Danville.
Yeah, and you get the you're part of Division 4 up in that Northern 10, but now you get to witness firsthand KMAC basketball. I believe an underrated conference. I've said this over the last few years, and you get to see two of what I'd say is the favorites in the conference meet up here in game number 1 in the conference season. Let's get right into the swing of things, into our pregame show, and take a look at the team spotlight for the Lady Indians. You saw them earlier at Loudonville, but you and I both know Loudonville is probably a favorite to get to Dayton. They got run off the court at Loudonville, but I don't think there's going to be many teams that are even going to compete with Loudonville on that court with it so small. They lost 61-25. They are the KMAC champs last year, shooting 41% from 2, 33% from 3, and 68% from the free throw line. And I think the only time you're going to see a score like that, 61-25, is going to be against the Loudonville squad. You know that Loudonville squad.
Yeah, and, you know, it's early in the season. You know, maybe that game looked a little bit different if you get it in January, February. But, you know, not returning a lot based on their roster. Mount Gilead, I'm sure that went back to the drawing board, and they'll take away some lessons from that and try to execute things moving forward.
One of the main players for this Mount Gilead squad this year, if they want to really be successful, is Ava Baker. Last season, 3.3 assists, 8.3 points per game. She also got inside 5.3 rebounds, and I know you've had guards that have done that as well. You like to see a guard that can do it all. Yeah,
when you have numbers like that and you're balanced across the board and you're not heavy in just one statistical category, that's a sign of a really good player, not just what you can do for yourself, but how you can get your teammates involved. And judging by her stat line, she's done a really good job of that last year and continuing into this year already.
As you take a look at her and her squad getting ready here. Now let's take a look at the home team spotlight for another team that has high hopes this season. It is the Lady Devils of Danville. They were district semifinalists last season. They lost to the same team that Mount Gilead did in the district championship. That's Fisher Catholic, 70-40 in that game. They returned 3 of 4 all KMAC selections from a season ago. Those 3 players were Jalen Workman, Ella Proper, Kylie Hess, and Brogan Stotts. But before we get into that, let's get to the national anthem down on the floor. Back here inside the Spherion Mid-Ohio pregame, and as I mentioned, they had 4 all KMAC selections from a season ago, and those 4 were Ella Proper, Jalen Workman, both first team selections, Kylie Hess as well, and Brogan Stotts was honorable mention. So 3 of the 4, Jalen Workman graduated last year, but the other 3, especially our player spotlight back this season, and that is Ella Proper. You've had squads coach a lot of returning all-conference honorees, and you did some good things about it. What do you think Coach Proper thinks coming into this season? They're 2-1. They had a tough loss to that Norwayne squad, but that's a Norwayne squad that's probably going to go far in Division III in their district as well. But having that veteranship, those 3 all-conference players back, what does that do confidence-wise, especially for a coach knowing that you can do a lot with these players?
No, for sure. You return 3 kids that are all-conference at different levels, and it looks like they're starting 5 seniors here. So, my approach is there's a lot of accountability and responsibility that goes on a returning group like that. They've been through the ringer. They know what the expectations are. They know what it takes to compete at this level. So I think just kind of holding your players accountable is probably something that Coach Proper is doing, and relying on them a lot, here in the early going.
Now let's take a look at the keys to victory first for the Lady Indians of Mount Gilead. First key, ball control. I know Loudonville's going to turn a lot of teams over, but they've turned it way too many times over against Loudonville. You got to keep the turnovers over. You got to keep from the other squad having more possessions than you want them to have. And then take open looks. I think with that pressure, they were a little reluctant to shoot some open shots against Loudonville.
Yeah.
You got to take those open shots.
No, absolutely. And, turning the ball over can kind of make your confidence waver, and, judging based on what you said, kind of putting that behind them. And, when you get out open opportunities to, make the most of it and shoot the ball confidently and, you know, your percentage is going to be significantly higher when you do that.
Underway, and just like that, Mount Gilead off to a good start. Danielle Polcati takes it right down Main Street, and we're underway. Back comes Brogan Stotts and company. Jalen Smith in the lane. That is blocked and out of bounds. So we take a look at our first replay brought to you by Morrow County JFS. And the lane's that open, you might as well take it 100 out of 100 times.
No, absolutely. It was a good take, just a good recovery defensively to get a hand on it and get him into a baseline out of bounds here.
Proper, right side, Kylie Hess for three. Too strong, ball knocked out of bounds, and it will stay. So we take a look at the starting lineup here real quick. Thomas, Baker, White, Polcati, and Simpson for Mount Gilead. Hess, Stotts, Gronberg, Proper, and Smith for Danville. On the inbounds, the shot is missed. Back come the Lady Indians, but the first turnover of the game.
I like that, though. I thought she was being aggressive. You know, Danville wasn't matched up right away. She saw a little gap, kind of got a little ahead of herself. But, you know, early on in the game, I like being in attack mode if I'm Coach Vucati here.
Kind of a punch
Vukovic,
first.
excuse me.
Coach Vuk, kind of a first punch, kind of stun him type deal. That ball's deflected away. First turnover for Danville, and back come the Lady Indians. Polcati. Looking back door instead, gets it off to Simpson. Now it's to Aubrey Thomas. Double team, throws away.
Good look,
They're
though.
going to say deflected, though. Even Coach Proper said, "Nah, that's off of us."
That's probably the right call from this vantage point.
So second turnover for Mount Gilead. They lead it 2-0, a minute and a half underway here in quarter number one. Ella Proper gives it away. Second turnover, back come the Lady Indians into the lane. Loses the handle, and it's given right back. Bit of a sloppy start. Layup shot won't go. Simpson there with the board.
Both teams trying to catch their bearings here a little bit. Looks like a little bit of adrenaline, and teams are playing just a little too quick, I'm sure, for both coaches right now.
We'll get our first foul against Danville. It's going to go against Grace Gronberg, her first, team's first. I've been mentioning this throughout our first week of coverage. 5 fouls will get you to the line for 2 now. New rule in OHSAA basketball. So that's deflected and turned over, the fourth against Mount Gilead. So every quarter, other team gets the 5 fouls, you're shooting 2. There's no more 1-and-1s. There's no more 10 fouls, 7 fouls in the first half. It's 5 1/4. Once the quarter's over, the fouls reset. Not player fouls, but team fouls.
Take.
Great take to the hole.
Addison McKinley off the bench early. That's 2 nice drives. The first one she missed, but a good aggressive right-hand take there. And
Addison Mickley with the
nice
first bucket, but what a reverse layup there.
great pass.
Faith White makes it 4-2. Back on the other side, Mickley, charge called, offensive foul. Take a look at the replay.
I like that. Greer Simpson first with the assist. You know, from the volleyball line, and then sprints back on defense, gets herself in position, and, you know, sacrificing her body for another turnover for Danville.
That's a coach's possession there. Seeing
For
your
sure.
player get an assist and then immediately get back down, D up, and risk the body for the foul. 3-pointer short. Rebound to the Lady Devils and Kylie Hess. Back she goes. Gets it to Grace Gronberg. Drives in baseline. She's going to get bumped. And another foul.
Yeah, good driving kick there from Mount Gilead. Got an open look. You know, they're attacking the paint hard and getting good opportunities. So can't be upset with the shot selection here. A little screen and screener.
Simpson deflects that out of bounds. It'll stay with Danville with 5:11 left here, opening quarter. Corner three, in and out. Simpson there with the rebound. Early on, both teams unable to hit from beyond the arc. Simpson just inside the arc. She'll hit 6-2.
I like her. That's a couple nice possessions from her on both ends of the floor. So Simpson doing a lot of good things here for the Lady Indians.
Take a look at the replay here. She had some nice buckets against Loudonville as well on Saturday. Kylie Hess just to the right of our broadcast area, ready to inbounds. Coming up on the midway point of quarter one, 6-2 Lady Indians. Skip past the Hess. Tries to get it inside, but it's turned over. Third against Danville here in this first quarter.
Both teams are starting to settle in, though. It's a little bit more controlled pace than what it was the first couple minutes.
Nice
good back cut there,
inside the lane, yeah. As Baker's fouled, we'll take a look at the replay, but that's just a nice cut inside of your defender. Open look. Foul's going to go against Jalen Smith, her first, team's third. So we get a substitution here for the Lady Devils. That is Kendall Lepley.
Just using some simple back screens here to get it in.
Baker gets it to Polcati, now over to Simpson, gets past her defender. She's going to pull up for two and fouled from behind. She'll get 2 free throws. That'll be the 4th team foul against Danville only halfway through this quarter. It's going to be Addison Mickley's 2nd foul off the bench.
Yeah, she went for the steal and kind of over-gambled there and then tried to get herself back into play, and don't ever want to foul a jump shooter. And no surprise here as Simpson makes the first one. I thought her form looked really good on that mid-range jumper that she's had. You know, she's got 3 points at least and an assist, so she's doing a lot for him right now. Yeah, second one, yeah, she's got good form. Good
2
form.
for 2. 3 on the other side won't go. Long rebound out to Mount Gilead. Back they come. Baker throws it away. Proper right side. Hess just a little too strong there. And we're going to get a foul, and just like that, we're going to have free throws.
Yeah, so this is only the 2nd game that I've seen this year at the high school level. Excuse me, the 3rd game. The rule change is very interesting because we're shooting free throws here, you know, just halfway through the first quarter.
So that'll send Polcati to the line for 2. First free throws of the season for her. She hits the first. Just missed the second. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to Danville. 3:47 left here, opening quarter 9-2. I want to welcome everybody watching live and free this evening. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out here. Smith drives in, gets it stripped away. We'll get a jump ball though, and possession will go right back. So you're seeing this.
Yeah, Danville kind of needs
defense.
Danville needs a bucket here. I'd like to see Ella Proper get a look here.
Lepley turn around. Nice move for 2. Kendall Lepley off the bench. Both bench players with the 2 buckets for Danville. Quickly ahead. Ball's off the leg. And are we going to get a foul? We will as we take a look at the nice post move. Kind of the around the world hook shot.
Sure. A good drop step, used her body to create some leverage. That was a much needed basket. I know it's early in the first quarter, but 9-2.
Yeah. Don't want to let it get out of hand early.
For sure. So I like that, and maybe that'll kind of get things going for him. It's a good pass there.
Smith for 3.
Yeah, see, things can become contagious like that. Sometimes it just takes one basket, a good drive, drawing 2 defenders, kick out, open shot. That's something that you practice, you know, consistently. So I like that possession there from Danville.
5-0 Lady Devil run. It's 9-7. Backdoor cut, layup, answer, and 1. Beautiful backdoor by Baker after Danville is then able to get the steal.
See, Danville makes back-to-back shots. It kind of energized their defense a little bit. Wanted to jump in the passing lane and kind of got back cut. So, but that tends to happen, you know, letting your offense kind of dictate what you do on the defensive end. Just a good cut and a good pass there from Mount Gilead.
Baker now on the board. 4 of the 5 starters from Mount Gilead have scored. Nice ball fake
Good
by
shot
Smith.
fake, yep.
We're going to get a foul. Take a look at the replay, Coach, and let me know what you think here.
No, Jalen Smith, she hit the 3 on the last possession. Obviously changed the closeout there from Mount Gilead. Shot fake, got by, and getting herself to the free throw line. So we'll see if she can capitalize there.
Polcati, if she would have been up and down, might have been able to get the block, but you saw that swipe. Anytime you see that swipe down and even a little bit of a touch of the skin, that's always going to get called, and it should be.
2 for 2. So now here, you know, now the lid's kind of come off for both teams as we're at 21 total points here in the first quarter. A little 1-2-2 here from Danville. Nice, great job finding the middle of the zone.
Right side 3, nothing but nylon. Polcati.
You can't draw it up any better than that. You want to get the ball to the middle of the zone. Did it, 2 passes, the ball never hit the floor, open 3.
Quick
That's a
passing.
great execution.
Absolutely. Get to the middle and it opens things up exactly how Mount Gilead planned it. That'll be a reach-in foul. So we take a look at that great passing. Right side, open look, couldn't close out quick enough. It's 15-9.
No, that's great coaching. That's great coaching. I'm sure that's repped a lot in practice. Jalen Smith drawing another foul here. She's starting to be a little bit more aggressive. So she's drawn 2 fouls on back-to-back possessions here.
Both against Polcati, too. That's her second.
Oh.
Proper for a deep 3, hit the back of the iron. Polcati got a hand in there, got the rebound, and she'll go to the line for 2 with 2:08 left in the quarter. A lot of fouls being called here early on. This is a complete 180 of what I saw last night at Shelby, where the referees let them play. It was even, both sides, but the refs let them play. It's a little bit closer here.
That was against Bellevue. Sometimes Bellevue sets a tone, and they kind of make officials call it that way. They're known for that. Here's the thing, though. You know, with this foul, it happens 80 feet away from the basket.
Absolutely.
And with the, you know, now you're giving up points potentially on the other end. So
Danielle hits it, her 7th point of the quarter, makes it 16-9. We've seen Danville, they've had little runs, but then they haven't been able to get stops on the other side so far. Second free throw, no, but an offensive board. Simpson blocked.
Good active hands there on the offensive rebound.
3 in the air, too strong again. Long rebound out once again.
Good pass
to Mount
ahead.
Gilead. Polcati into the lane.
Ooh. Might have been steps, but didn't get the call, and she's already above her average with 9. So she's been aggressive early on.
Proper.
Has half her team's points.
Back door, no call. Proper down the baseline, tries picking it over, and it'll be out of bounds. Let's take a look at that replay. And is it because of the ball swipe, the touch, that they didn't call it?
It could have been, or maybe she just pivoted through.
Danville back with it. Jumper, short, rebound, Mount Gilead. Works it around to Polcati, now to Simpson. Simpson down baseline, lost the handle, but she is going to get fouled.
Listen, being aggressive and early in the bonus, like you're putting pressure on the defense by going downhill, and any touch foul right now, you're going to the free throw line. So, you know, Mount Gilead's looking at a 20-point quarter here, which is phenomenal.
Can't hit the first, but it is a 9-point lead, 18-9 for the defending KMAC champions.
I think so far Mount Gilead's kind of been the aggressor. Danville's settling for a lot of jump shots, and Mount Gilead on the flip side is kind of putting pressure on them and trying to attack the rim. And, you know, by doing so, they've got them in foul trouble and getting some easy looks at the free throw line.
Hess from the elbow. Rings around, no good. Offensive board, put back, won't go. Off of Danville, or off of Mount Gilead, I should say. Danville will keep it.
A lot of Danville fans wanted a foul on that drive, which I probably can't disagree with, but
Skip pass. Hess thought about the 3. She's going to try driving in. Kicks it back out. 3 won't go. Long rebound to the Lady Devils.
Ooh, right idea.
5th turnover.
Here comes Mount Gilead again. They're doing a good job of at least getting a paint touch, you know, as they attack and transition.
Thomas from the middle, too strong. Danville will get a chance with 30 seconds.
Danville needs one here. Good pass.
Smith over to Lepley. Now to Hess for 3. Again, won't go. Simpson with the board. 20 seconds left. We'll see if Coach Vuk will hold for the final shot.
Oh, great back cut.
Doesn't have to. Polcati, but she misses. Under 10 seconds. Proper from mid-range. Nothing but backboard. Simpson with the board. And that is how the quarter is going to end. We've played one. Mount Gilead, an impressive first quarter. They lead it by 10.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Second quarter action underway. Travis Berardi alongside Abram Capel. And let's take a look. We haven't been able to yet. The keys to victory for Danville. Have they been able to do this so far? Balance. They've had 3 scores, but extend the perimeter, which they've done so far.
They've gotten good looks, and you got to think something. You know, things are going to start falling. Like, we've had good opportunities. I think they have the right kids shooting the basketball. So it's still early. It's still early.
Mount Gilead only with 1 3. They're a team that can shoot the 3, especially last year we saw that with them.
Okay,
nice backdoor cut. And a travel, though.
That's about the 3rd time that they've had a back cut, which it looks like they're running like a 5-out, like circle motion offense. You know, and coaches kind of run that, and if teams kind of get too aggressive, like their cue is to back cut, and they've done a good job of at least, you know, making those right passes and have good opportunities out of that.
Yeah. Danville, use your veteranship. A lot of players that can get buckets just like that. Great give and go to Ella Proper for her first points.
Yeah, they need to get her going. Here's the 1-2-2. So now you get a made basket. Oh. A lot of physical play.
Somehow, out of it is a bucket for Ava Baker, her 5th. It's 21-11. Hess at the block, gets it back out. Now into the hands of Proper. Give and go. Now Lepley puts it up too strong. Long rebound out to Mount Gilead.
Wow.
Into the lane, layup. No.
Really good. Oh. Advantage here. A little 4-on-3.
Short. Had the look. Just haven't been able to hit. And now a double dribble against Mount Gilead.
Listen, Mount Gilead is wasting no time on missed shot opportunities. They are going in transition. And, I mean, just kind of looking around, Danville's got a couple girls with their hands on their hips. And, you know, Mount Gilead is really kind of pushing the envelope here in the second quarter. Here's another thing, too. Danville wants to get into that 1-2-2 pressure, but they're doing it off makes. I think it could cause Mount Gilead turnovers. Danville's just got to capitalize here on offense so they can kind of get their defense set up like they want to.
Lepley, she's fouled. am looking at the YouTube section. I don't know who that is, but would love for Coach K to elaborate on his ability to build a competent golf scramble team. One of your buddies. See, these folks on YouTube, they can hide behind their little handles or names and handles on like Facebook. So
that's hilarious.
So one of your buddies there, your golf.
I'm a great scramble golfer. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
We'll have to get back out on the course one day when the weather gets warmer before state. That shot, great defense that time by Mount Gilead, not getting their hands in there and using their bodies to block that one out. 5:50 left in the half, 10-point Lady Indian lead. Faith White gets it to Simpson. Back to White. Now over to Maddie Dameron, who's
good pressure
in the
there
game.
from Danville.
3 from the corner. Another one won't go down.
Listen, they're making the right plays. That was a good extra pass there. Got an open look. I mean, you can't complain with the shot selection right now. They're doing what coaches ask. Great pass again.
Another pass inside and finish.
Listen, Mount Gilead's doing a good job of just moving without the ball, making it tough, being very unselfish. A lot of good things.
Dameron with her first points.
One. Oh.
Just too strong. And the three-point woes continue here in this first half for Danville. Dameron's going to try the 3 now. She's short, but an offensive board. Pass inside and a
foul. Great bounce pass.
Take a look at the Morrow County JFS replay. Just patience. She was left open underneath the hoop.
Well, listen, that started with Ava Baker, and we kind of mentioned her as being a focal point for Mount Gilead, an offensive rebounder, had her head up, a really nice bounce pass, and she had the assist on the last possession as well. So like we talked about earlier, being able to help in more ways than other just a scoring column, getting her teammates involved here.
Some wholesale changes for Danville as Mickley, Smith,
looked like a whole line change.
Ronberg checks back in. Proper's still in there as well. And Stotts comes back in. 25-11, Mount Gilead leads here with 4:30 left in the half. Mickley off her hands, out of bounds. 7th turnover against Danville. Now, as a coach in the last couple years, you've been on each side of a game like this where you're just not hitting any shots. What do you say to your team who's getting good shots but just unable to hit?
You know, honestly, like I've said this already, I think they've had good possessions. They've gotten open looks. And, you know, right now, early in the season, you just kind of want to encourage them that they're doing the right thing, they're getting the right looks, and try to build their confidence. Obviously, you know, right now they're probably feeling a little bit down. Timeout there.
Full
but yeah,
timeout.
I would just, you know, keep encouraging them that, you know, obviously coach knows what he has. I'm sure they see a lot of reps in practice and just, you know, continue to say that the next shot's going in.
Coach Vuk with his first timeout of the game, and Maddie Dameron, she's the first substitution in for Mount Gilead. Pretty sure. With the 5 starters, Thomas, Baker, White, Polcotty, and Simpson, we saw most of them.
Which is crazy because they're playing, like I said, they're playing at an aggressive pace, and they're wanting to get up and down the floor.
I want to say hello to everybody watching tonight. We had some comments on Facebook. Todd Hammonds. Let's go Danville, number 23. Addison Mickley from Willard, Ohio. Wow. Dora Brown, thanks for sharing. Matt Smith watching from San Antonio, Texas. Go Blue.
That's awesome.
Dan Hirschner, go Lady Indians. And a shout out to Scott Mickley. He's here tonight. Streamed the JV game. Great to see him out of the hospital. Hoping for continued positive health as he battles cancer. That inbounds nearly deflected away, but Mount Gilead gets it back. Great to see Scott back out here at Danville events. 3 from Dameron, short. Maybe a bit of a heat check for her. Rebound to Danville. Can they get something going here on this possession? Smith gets it out to Stotts. They're working it around. Now Mickley into the lane,
take
forces
by
it up.
Yeah. It's a good take, going to the basket.
3:30 left in the half. Holcati tries to get it to Simpson off her fingertips. She's going to get pushed down to the ground. Tough foul by Gronberg. I don't know, did she lose her balance there, or was it just a bit of a bump?
Yeah, it looked like she kind of threw her lower body into her a little bit, gave just enough, and the official was standing right there and felt like that's what kind of caused her to fall down.
That'll be Gronberg's third foul. Polcati gets it to White.
Oh, nice. Little elevator to Polcati, nice.
Oh, in and
great
out.
Great set, got a
Great
good look.
offensive board, won't go. Third offensive attempt now. Simpson just inside the three-point line. She'll drive it all the way, scoops, it won't go. Back comes Danville. Nice pass inside, layup shot good.
There you go.
Kylie Hess on the board, it's 25-13. I was going to say.
Here's your pressure after the made basket. Over and back.
Take a look at the bucket. You have to keep both feet. They have to hit the ground on the positive side or that's going to get called.
No, absolutely. That was a great pass in transition there by Proper. Hess running with her there in transition. We'll see if this kind of energizes them here. A nice little 6-8, 6-8-0 run here before the half will do a lot for Danville. It's a good pass.
Proper from the elbow, banks it in. The Killbuck Savings Bank ATM is open here. 25-15, nice pass inside, answer once again.
Great job, great pass. 2 passes and a layup against pressure.
Left side, back out.
Yeah, Coach Vukovic, that's twice they've scored off pressure in just 2 passes.
And just when Danville gets a little momentum, right back at you comes Mount Gilead. Proper kicks it back out. Smith for 3. Again, won't hit, but an offensive board put back in.
Mickley, she's played well at the bench. She's got at least 4, couple offensive rebounds.
Using
good
her
length.
height.
Yep.
And a turnover, so here comes a little momentum as we take a look at the bucket.
Mickley's going to go out. Good minutes for her, though, off the bench. She didn't start. They have her listed at 6 foot. I would imagine probably play some volleyball as well for the Blue Devils.
Stotts. Look back door to Hess, but a little bit off page there.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication. However, it's a dead ball turnover. Allows Danville to get back into their pressure here. They force a turnover on the last possession. We'll see what's going on.
97 seconds left on the Killbuck Savings Bank scoreboard here in the first half. That's a kick. It'll stay with Mount Gilead. Stay tuned for the Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report. We'll break down the first half, have stats and more coming up in about 92 seconds of game time. Great pass inside the Polcati, but she throws it away. Proper gets it to Smith, now right side. That's Hess. Back to Proper. Almost throws it away, but Lepley's there to get it and saves it to Proper. Hess once again. Skips it to Lepley. Lepley's going to drive in. She's going to get bumped before the shot.
Good patience on that possession, though. They had some opportunities to maybe shoot a contested shot, and they kept seeking something better and, draw a foul. Let's see what they come up with on a baseline out of bounds. A couple times they've run Hess off some down screens to the corner, so let's see what they kind of do here.
Mickley lost the handle.
Oh, turned it right back
give it
over.
right back over. Mid-range jumper, too strong. Smith.
That's her
Simpson
spot,
there.
though. She's pulled up a couple times from the elbow.
45 seconds left. 10-point lead for Mount Gilead. Simpson, left side to Thomas. Now into Kendall Neal now into the game. Get a jump ball, change of possession.
So ever since Danville's made a couple shots, Mount Gilead struggled to kind of get into their offense. And I thought early on, late first quarter, early second, they were doing a good job of being patient and getting the looks that they want. Danville's kind of got them a little bit flustered here after a couple made shots.
Proper out to Smith. Smith drives in, kicks, but it's just that ability to just shut down the paint has been so
good help
successful.
Side. Good help side there. You know, we always teach if you see chest, when that number steps in front of you, you want to get rid of it. She was probably just one dribble a little bit too late from making that pass out.
Thomas into the lane, gets it stripped. 6 seconds, 5, gets it ahead. Saved. Hess at the buzzer, won't go, but a foul has been called on the shot. It was off before the buzzer, and Danville's going to have a chance to get this to single digits at the half, as you saw the swipe by Thomas.
Yep, great awareness by Hess, though, to understand the clock situation. You know, not a great shot attempt, but she understood that, hey, I got to shoot the basketball. Resulted in a foul, and here we are shooting 2 free throws to kind of cut this to single digits.
Got the first. So positive for Danville, they won the quarter. No matter what this shot goes, and it does.
Yeah, you cut it to 8. You know, maybe that gets Hess going a little bit. She's had some good looks from 3, just haven't gone in. But sometimes, you know, as the shooter, you know, I always encourage kids, try to get yourself to the free throw line. Get yourself in a spot where you can see the ball go through the rim, and one time kind of does the wonders for a lot of kids.
So a 10-8 quarter gives Danville a bit of life as we go to the break. It's 27-19 when we come back. The Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Tonight's girls basketball KMAC opener brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. The Killbuck Savings Bank, community banking. It's what we do. It's who we are every single day. Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. And Lacey Construction, experience you can trust, done right and on time. Thank you all for sponsoring tonight's live stream to allow us to bring you these games live and free right here on the OH Report. After the break, we'll be back with the Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community.
Welcome you back here inside the Spherion Mid-Ohio halftime report, where your score at the break, 27-19 in favor of the defending KMAC champs, the Mount Gilead Lady Indians. Back here with Coach Abram Capel. And Coach, before we get to the stats, Mount Gilead protecting the paint, good passing inside on the other side. That run early on really helped them out to a good lead.
No, for sure. They've had really good ball movement. You just kind of alluded to. Have gotten a couple back doors, some good passing, and they've scored a couple times out of the pressure that Danville's trying to put on. So, and then with the new foul rule, I mean, I don't have the stats right in front of me, but they got to have, I'd say, 8 to 10 points from the free throw line as well. So, you can tell that there's a lot of good culture from Mount Gilead. I know they graduated a lot, but very much in control in the first half of this game.
And now taking a look at the statistics for the half. First, Mount Gilead, 8 twos, 1 3, 23 rebounds. Like we said, they have been taking care of it in the paint. Yeah. Both teams with over 10 turnovers. Early on, that was where most of them came. Only 6 fouls, and like you said, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. That was coming from, what they were able to do. On the other side, Danville, 6 twos, 1 3, only 15 rebounds, 11 turnovers, 10 fouls. They have Gronberg in foul trouble with 3 fouls. Everybody else with 2 or 1, so not too bad. And when they did get to the line, they were 4 or 4.
Yeah.
That's just something they need to do more of.
Yeah, and those numbers tell a lot, right? 23 rebounds, very much, I would say they're being the aggressor thus far, and 11 trips to the free throw line. again, indicates they're playing a little bit more aggressive. Danville settled for a lot of jump shots. You know, maybe that's their MO, maybe that's their identity, but as a result of that, you know, it's limited their opportunities to the free throw line. Yeah, and then the 23 rebounds from Mount Gilead too is, you know, at +8. That's a big number early on, and that kind of neutralizes the turnovers that they've had to be able to kind of out-rebound. A lot of those have been offensive rebounds, gives you some extra possessions, which again kind of negates the turnover battle.
Some individual scoring real quick here. First from Mount Gilead, Danielle Polcotti, 11 points. Ava Baker, Greer Simpson both with 5, Faith White with 4, Maddie Dameron with 2. As for Danville, Jalen Smith with 5, Addison Mickley, Ella Proper, Kylie Hess both with 4, and then Kendall Lepley with 2. So there's that balance. You have Hess, Proper, and Mickley all with 4, Smith with 5. So that's what we were asking for. They just need to get a little bit more of that. Then on the other side, Polcotti really took things over early on, but then that balance with Baker, White, and Simpson.
Listen,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, Polcotti is impressive for just being a sophomore. 11 points at the break. She's been aggressive. You know, she just missed a 3 towards the end of the second quarter. According to the stats that I've had, she's averaging two made threes a game. So she's really impressed me for Mount Gilead. I would like to see Ella Proper get a little bit more involved and, you know, kind of hunt for her shot a little bit more, being a senior, first-team All-League kid. You know, me as a coach, I'd be kind of looking at her and be like, hey, this is your time to go, and, you know, we'll go as you go. So that would be my message right now if I'm in Danville's huddle.
I was going to ask that actually, so perfect on there. Score by quarter, 19-9 Mount Gilead after 1, but Danville did win the second quarter 10-8. They cut it to an 8-point game. So, you know, if Danville can, they're only a couple, get a couple bucket and a, let me rephrase that. They get a stop here, bucket, and a stop, and they're right back in it as we get underway for quarter number 3.
Yeah, my message right now would be to win the first 3 minutes. You know, you got the 2 free throws. Kick ball there. You got the 2 free throws to end the half. You cut it to 8, win the first 3 minutes. Try to have a goal in mind, something small. Hey, I want to cut this to 4 or 5, and then kind of roll from there. So, we'll kind of see what's going on, see what the message at halftime was and any adjustments that were made.
Thanks for all the Facebook folks commenting. Got you on the fan zone. Down there. There's a steal. There's a good start for Danville. But they give it right back. How many times do you see that in a game? You get a steal, and then you give it right back.
Yeah, unfortunately, too many. I mean, kind of excited Danville there, kind of get out and just got a little bit ahead of themselves.
Simpson.
See, I like Mount Gilead spacing here.
Yeah. That's something else you see sometimes with teams. You get too close, then one person can guard 2 players. It opens things up defensively. You get that spacing.
Yep.
It makes things harder. Constant
movement. You're tough to guard. Your head's got to be on a swivel. And then, you know, here's the biggest thing that I noticed is, you know, after about 15, 25 seconds of guarding, teams get frustrated. You don't want to. Nobody wants to play defense for that long.
You lull them to sleep.
Yeah, and then you get a cheap foul or something like that. Let's see if they run her back through the elevator. So here's some Polky. She's trying to work herself through here.
The picket fence, per se.
She's frustrated here with the pressure she's getting from Danville.
That's Brogan Stotts frustrating her. White looks to dribble. She's going to pull up for 3. Short rebound, Danville. Proper. Right side to Gronberg. She has 3 fouls. Now to Jalen Smith. She's going to drive it in, pick up her dribble, kick it back out. Hess thought about the 3, now gets it right side to Proper for 3. Again,
I like that shot, though. I like that shot. That's
good
if I'm
passing,
Danville,
open look.
Yep, that's who I want to go to early on in this quarter. Good
Simpson,
kick out.
That's her spot, just inside the 3-point line. Coach Vuk got to think, man, if she can hit it from about a foot behind, she'd have so many more points.
Listen, little Evan Mobley comparison there. A little mid-range jumper. I like it.
Take a look at the replay. Just a foot inside. Yeah, man, she's.
That's at least her second one.
Yeah, she did that a couple times against Loudonville too. Lady Devils on the other end with their 13th turnover. Thomas gets it to Polcotti. Picks up her dribble, but she's going to get bailed out with a foul. That's going to be Jalen Smith.
Yeah, you can see Danville's dialed up a little bit here. You know, looks like they're switching all screens, just kind of based on that replay. Good aggressive hands. I'm sure that was the message at the half. It doesn't look like they're face. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Go ahead.
It doesn't look like they're face guarding Polcati, but it definitely looks like she's a point of emphasis here in the second half.
Oh, absolutely. The way she was able to pretty much dominate anywhere on the floor. She had the only three, couple shots from inside, and she hit her free throws as well. White kicks it to Baker.
Ooh,
nice
spin move.
Baseline jumpers, true.
Faith White, yeah. Called her name a couple times. She was second team all KMAC last year. That was really set up, though, by Ava Baker. A good left hand there from Proper.
Unable to get the glass, though, to get that bank, and it's rebounded by Mount Gilead. But a turnover and a layup right back to Danville. Hess with her 6th point.
Yeah, kind of hung around there in the backcourt.
Back to a 10-point game here with 5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Pass inside to Polcati. Little floater goes for her. 13 for Danielle. She leads all scores. Take a look at that little jumper here on the replay.
Set up again, though, by Ava Baker. She's carving up Danville right now. And again, that's a stat that a coach can appreciate, you know, in the assist column, because she's had at least 4 or 5 that I can remember off the top of my head. I'm sure she's got more than that, creating easy baskets.
And then getting turnovers on the other side, but the jump ball will keep it with Danville. Another thing you like to see, especially from Mount Gilead right now, is I know if you're not going to drive it to the hole or shoot it, you want to see the player have possession for maybe 2-3 seconds before they let it up. They aren't holding on to the ball longer like that and letting the defense come to them. And I think that's what's been opening up some shots for them.
Absolutely, I would tend to agree.
Elbow jumper, maybe deflected. Stolen back.
Hess.
Great play by Hess.
That's
Second time she's done that.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back high IQ plays. Kind of jumping the outlet pass.
33-23. Backdoor cut. Kicked outside. Rejected into the 5th row.
Oh, my.
Wow. Take a look at this.
This is crazy.
Great pass, too, but
into the concourse.
She took a little too long on the shot. Return to sender. Sorry for blowing your ears out there, too.
No, you're good.
Wow.
Good scramble, too, by Danville there, because, you know, they had an open look, and Mickley with her length was able to get to that one. Polcati on the back cut.
Oh, just missed the bunny, but it's going to go off of Dan. No, we're going to say off of. Take a look at it again.
Well, they're having a conversation.
Oh, were they saying it was deflected out by Thomas because she punched it? I understand that now. You see it here on the replay. Watch Thomas right here.
Okay.
Try to punch it out.
A good call by the official.
Halfway through quarter 3, it's a 10-point game. Danville looking to get back to single
clear
digits.
Out. Yep.
And that foul will get them a chance.
Just a high ball screen here to get Proper to her right hand. Willed herself here to the free throw line. Let's see if this can get her going. I strongly feel that she needs to generate some offense in order to kind of spark this Danville run here.
First foul against Ava Baker. Free throw for Proper is good. Her 5th point.
Yeah, and I would expect the 1-2-2 pressure here if we get another made free throw. Okay, so here's your made free throw. Looks like they're coming out in full court man, so they're going to mix it up a little bit.
Easily broken, though. I think some miscommunication there on the inbounds. Inside layup, too strong, though. Danville escapes.
And here's the thing. Sometimes with pressure, you don't always generate turnovers. Generating quick shots is just as good as a turnover. That's what they kind of forced there. Here we go. We got numbers.
Ooh. Big foul. That'll be free throws for Polcati.
I like she was there. Just kind of leaned into her late, it looks like. Let's check here the replay. Yeah, just kind of threw her body at her.
Yeah.
I like that she was straight up.
That's when she arched. Kind of bumped her there. First free throw good. 14 for Polcotty tonight.
Gronberg back in for Danville. Polcotty 2 for 2. Yeah, unfortunately for Danville, not the person you want to foul.
Yeah, she's been really in the bright spot for the Lady Indians tonight.
Looks really confident at the free throw line, too.
Lepley into the corner. Gronberg underneath the hoop.
She's
She's fouled. Count it. And the bucket.
It's a great move. Off the bench here, first possession, good take. Got herself kind of jump stop back into the defense, gave herself an angle to get it on the backboard, absorbed the contact, and here a chance for a three-point play. So really nice move here from Grace Gronberg. And again, let's see what kind of pressure Danville comes with after this made free throw.
Won't go, though.
Doesn't give them a chance to kind of get into things.
Back to an 8-point game here.
Ooh.
No, there's the 5-second count, and some frustration by Polcotty. Not the spot you wanted to be there.
No, and Ella Proper, did a really good job of keeping her hands back and not fouling a dead ball situation. There was nothing she could do with it. She just kind of stayed big and forced a turnover. It's down to 8 here, so let's see what's...
Big possession. Gronberg with the hook, but too short.
There's Hess kind of leaking around in the backcourt, wanted another one.
Baker gets it to Polcotty. Into the lane, running layup too strong. Long rebound to Gronberg.
Comes Hess in transition.
Lepley, she'll try to drive, kicks it over to Gronberg, gets past her defender, puts it up and fouled again. She's had 2 great takes here in the last 90 seconds.
Yep, being really aggressive and you know, kind of making the officials blow the whistle. So, and here's another thing too I like about this is, you know, Danville's going to the free throw line, a chance to score, and then, you know, nothing's coming off the time clock. So you're scoring with a stagnant clock here. See if she can put these free throws in.
Interesting free throw motion. 1 step back, in, then through.
Listen, each kid's got their own way of doing things.
Yeah, if it works, it works, yeah.
I was a terrible player, so I never offered up any advice when it came to shooting.
Not a bad coach, though.
Down to 6. This is the lowest it's been probably since the first quarter. Yeah. Here's a full court man.
Oh, nearly got the steal, but a chance now for Mount Gilead. Gets it to the middle. Into the lane,
pass.
left side. Simpson counted and one right back at you.
Great pass. Faith White on the assist.
And that is a coach's dream when you have that transition point at the top of the key, then you have 2 on the block. Gives you that decision when you drive it in. If they come at you, you kick it to the open player. They exactly did that. That is what you practice all the time in practice.
Simpson did a great job, too, on that finish to use her left hand, keeping the ball away from the defender, giving her a chance for an and one. And obviously she's going to make the back end of that free throw. Her three-point play stretches it back out to 9.
Inbounds to Danville.
Here comes Hess off. We would call that America's play, kind of coming out the backside.
Inside the three-point line. Goes in. It looked like it was going to be short, but somehow it bounced the right way.
That's a home gym bounce for sure. A little soft rims here. Gets it back to 7. Oh, a dangerous place.
Mickley with 6. Under 2 to play in the third. Simpson kind of lost the handle, picks up her dribble, but gets the backdoor cut. Layup goes.
Faith White. Great pass, great left hand, under control.
Skip pass, dangerous.
Mount Gilead's really good when they can get into their offense.
Absolutely. The passing has been phenomenal.
Yep.
Tough shot. Was trying to draw a foul there.
Yeah, it looked awkward from here. I don't know if there was contact or the defense just kind of made her adjust in the air.
9-point Lady Indian lead. Simpson thought about the three, instead she'll drive it, and that's a travel.
Being aggressive, I like it though. Yeah, just one too many steps.
The defender was at her, but kind of stepped away at contact. Probably
Pulled the
not
chair.
enough to get. Yeah, probably not enough to get the foul call because she's getting away from her. And yeah,
the right call made there.
that's a smart defensive play by Danville there. Usually you'll see her stay there and draw the foul.
Sure.
Nonetheless, they get it back, but give it up. Under a minute left. It's a 40-31 Mount Gilead lead. Danville.
So we're still at that 9-point advantage, which is where we were at the half, even though there has been a series of runs here.
Lady Devils would want to win this quarter, though. Gronberg, this turnaround won't go. Tipped out, and they say last touch by Aubrey Thomas, so it'll stay with Danville.
There's a little 4-low look here.
Gronberg with it. Gets it to Hess
Back
at the
to
top of
Hess.
the key. Proper. Back to Gronberg. Now to Hess. She had the open look, but instead is going to hold on to it. Stotts is going to try the three. Too strong, and we'll get a foul about 93 feet away from the hoop, and that's Gronberg's fourth.
Oh, wow.
Tried to just deflect it back to keep the possession alive, but instead caught the head.
Well, the rebound kind of came off strong, which is, sometimes those are tough rebounds, and unfortunately for them, she fouled Simpson, and to my knowledge, she's at least 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
4 for 5. Make it 5 for 6.
5 for 6.
But once again, we see free throws
Sure.
on the fifth foul.
Sure. Pushes the lead back to 10 here.
Can't get the second.
Big possession here for Danville.
Want to get this back to at least 8. Stotts gets it to Mickley. They're giving the little weave here. Inside the range, won't go. Rebound to Mount Gilead. They'll have a chance to get the final shot.
Yeah, Coach Vukovic definitely calling, letting them know we want the final shot of the quarter. Oh, they turned it over.
3 seconds, 2, 1 at the buzzer, in and out, and that's how the quarter's going to end. Mount Gilead takes the quarter by 2. Their lead is back out to 10. When we come back, it's money time right here, live and free.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
It is money time here from Danville. Mount Gilead, though, with the 10-point lead. Travis Berardi back here with Abram Capel. And, Coach, after that fast start from Mount Gilead in the first, been a very even ball game.
No, absolutely. Like you said, it was just that little run in the first quarter, and that's proved to be the difference here. I'm curious to see what Danville does here defensively to generate some extra possessions as they're down 10. Nothing's come easy. Mount Gilead's been stout defensively throughout.
After some discussion, they're going to say that pinballed off of Mount Gilead, so Danville will get another possession. Got to start a run here. 7:35 left. They're down 10. Corner for Mickley. Gets it out to Lepley. And now top of the key. Proper.
Showing good patience. There
At
you go.
3. In and
Smith
out
made
again.
one. Yeah, she made one earlier. I like that shot, though.
Yeah, we're at the time where they don't have to rush things quite yet.
Not yet,
If that would
no.
have hit, that would have been a big bucket, too.
The thing for Mount Gilead, too, is, continue to do what's gotten you here, and you've had good patience on offense. You've waited for a breakdown. You've got some back cuts. Right here's another one.
They're really good at that cut. Neal with the reverse. Gets the bounce to go. Kendall Neal with her first points. It's a 12-point game.
Right place, right time, kind of picking up that loose ball there. Tough reverse. Oh, wow.
Fought for and made.
That's
Lepley
a huge
with
bucket.
a tough bucket.
That's
yeah.
a huge bucket for them.
Back to 10. 6:30 left in the game. Simpson backs it out. Gets it over to Baker. Nearly stripped, but keeps the handle. Now to Neal. Baseline for Polcati. Yes.
What is she up to now? She's played really well.
17 points to lead all scorers. It's a 45-33 game.
The gamble up top by Danville kind of forced help with the rotation. Came off Polcati, the extra pass, and she made him pay. She's done a really good job of taking advantage of a few miscues that Danville's made. Not that that's a miscue, but
Yeah.
you're definitely taking advantage of things that have been presented to her.
It's also seemed like Danville's been short-arming these shots tonight. Everything's coming up short. But they're still in it because they're causing these turnovers.
Good patience there in the backcourt.
Mickley, easy
There
layup
you go.
goes. And a timeout.
Quick timeout. Yeah, so down to 10. I would say Coach Proper is going to draw something up here.
Full
To
court.
make them go in the full court. They got to go baseline to baseline. You can see, too, Mount Gilead, even when they force turnovers, is being a little bit more patient, bringing the ball up the floor, understanding a 10-point lead. The clock is on their side. Again, good coaching. I really like what Coach Vukovic has done so far. There's just been a couple things that I can know that I can point out as a coach that they've been well prepared in practice, and it's nice to see them executing on game day for sure.
Big bright spot for Mount Gilead still, Danielle Polcati. 6 points, but Greer Simpson as well, 6 points in the second half. On the other side, you got 4 from Mickley, you got 4 from Hess, and then 2 each from Lepley, Proper, and Gronberg, so they're getting that bounce, but it's just getting canceled out for Mount Gilead, who's answering every score from Danville here.
No, anytime that they get it to 6 or 8, like you said, Mount Gilead's responded. On stretch it's about 10, and like we just talked about a couple seconds ago, ever since the first quarter, it's been about this 10-point spread. So, that one run's kind of proven to be the difference here. But yeah, out of the timeout, Danville's going to show a little full court denial here. They're not guarding the inbounder. I look for them to switch all screens. Yep, there's a screen and a switch.
Great job getting open, though. To Neal.
Great pass.
Great pass. Wow. Transition at its finest right there, folks. Thomas with her first points of the game makes it 12-point lead again. Open shot this time for Hess. Again won't go. Just an unlucky night from 3. Take a look at this passing.
Yeah,
Just
good
able to
bounce
weave
pass.
yourself-
That's a tough finish,
Yeah.
a left-hand finish off a bounce pass. Listen, just as Danville drew up some defensive pressure in the timeout, obviously Coach Vukovic drawing up the same thing except for on the offensive end, and a great job with the press breaker there. Big-time pull-up jumper there from Jalen Smith.
High percentage shot there, too. And again, it's back down to 10 with 5 minutes left and a turnover.
Danville's got to capitalize here, take advantage. Jalen Smith, nice, good extra pass.
Short again.
It's a good look, though. Mount Gilead's got numbers.
Baker over the Neal. Just inside the three-point line off the back iron, though. Rebounded by Danville. Proper. Over to Mickley. Ball fakes. Drives in, spins, went for the kick, but it's turned over.
She turned her back. Polcati came on the double team. Wasn't able to see her, just kind of tipped it loose. It's a high IQ play, not a design trap, but just something that she saw.
Skip past the White now, back to Polcati.
Here's Mount Gilead being patient.
And great passing, too. Can't stress that enough tonight, what I've seen from them. Neal. Nice
There's
back
another
door.
back cut.
White into the lane, easy buckets. And a fist bump by Coach Luke on the sidelines.
That's a big bucket there to push it to 12. And again, the execution, the timeliness of their passes.
Force shot, and finally, Kylie Hess gets one to fall, and we'll get a timeout.
Honestly, that might have been the toughest shot that Hess has taken.
Absolutely.
Kind of fade away. Her shoulders weren't square, but listen, she kind of wills it in a much-needed basket here. A 30-second timeout. Still a 12-point game.
Got another KMAC score. It is opening night in the KMAC. The only team East Knox playing Lucas tonight. Cardington at the half leading Fredericktown 26-10. Now this will even out next year. Loudonville. You know Coach Bates well. They will be into the KMAC for all sports. They were just in for football this year, but that's going to be a great addition on the basketball
when
side.
I came into the gym, I looked at the banner to see if that was taking place this year or next. I know Coach Bates really well, and he's excited about that.
And you got to think KMAC teams are also happy that they're not in until next year because
I would tend to agree with that.
They're looking like a powerhouse so far. They beat a D1, a D2, and a D3 team by a running clock in their 3 games. Great look to Polcati.
Great pass. Listen, and like you said earlier, every time Danville makes a run, Mount Gilead answers. And here we go. We're trading baskets.
Ashley Smith.
Ashley Smith, off the bench. It's a big-time shot there.
And I was told by a fan she's also a cheerleader for the boys' games.
Okay. It's a busy winter for her.
Hey, props to her. And she's going to get a steal. Oh. Like the effort, but just a little too much. We'll take a look at her bucket, though.
Yeah, nice mid-range. Good form. Took her time, squared up. Held the follow through. She's going to get a breather. Hess comes back in. I like Hess's length, too, and especially if Danville here, you got to dial it up a little bit. Maybe she can get a tip or two.
And we're going to get a foul.
Yeah, let's see where that was at. Oh, they caught a charge.
Oh, offensive foul instead.
I'd like to see that again. I don't know if it was a moving screen or she kind of pushed off to create an advantage. There's some substitutions. Oh, yeah, they must have caught it on 12 there. That would be my guess, just kind of based off that.
That is against Thomas. It's her 4th. And
Good
Danville
take there.
Makes them pay for it, gets the bucket. It's back to an 8-point game as we take a look. That was just a nice
Gromberg
drive.
again. Listen, she's had, we've called her name a handful of times here in the second half. Cuts it to 8.
6 points in the second half after scoring none in the first.
Yeah, no, that checks out. Proper here using a timeout. Got 2 left. Yeah, he's used 3 this quarter.
Yeah, we didn't have any timeouts in that first half.
Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense because I feel like there's been a handful here late.
Now, like I said, after that first quarter, this does look like 2 teams that could contend for a KMAC championship after that. You got Cardington as well.
No, absolutely.
But these 2 teams really going after each other. You got to think early on in the season, slow starts, you'll normally see that.
Yeah, listen, usually the first 2 weeks of December, people are trying to figure stuff out, get in shape. They had volleyball runs. Here's full court man again. Oh, no, she fell down. Hess with the steal. Proper. That's who you want.
And again, just can't
another
get the
steal.
ball, but a steal.
And a
inside,
great pass.
And a foul.
Great
Still
pass by Proper.
2:33 left.
Keeping them alive. Got to 8, and again, chance to score here. No time coming off. Yeah, that's a couple times Danville's kind of stole the outlet pass. We would always want our kids to, rebound it, chin it, and then check before you throw an outlet. Danville just kind of leaking around, understanding the situation here. Cuts it back to 6.
And we're getting that offensive-defensive substitution now.
Yeah, I
by
like the
Proper.
substitution, too. So we would always sub. Like after a second make free throw, it gives you time to get set up. So I don't know if that was intentional or he just wanted some length with Mickley back in. But we would very much sub intentionally at the end of a second free throw to kind of get our stuff set up.
Just like that, it's a 2-possession game, so Danville really doesn't have to force
dribble.
a foul right now. We'll get a timeout by Coach Vuk.
Yeah, she kind of dribbled it on the pass and then kind of got herself stuck.
There she is right here. Just great defense by Danville, closing down those passing lanes, kind of like a coverage sack in football.
Yeah. Good
But-
timeout there.
Yeah, change of momentum here in the last maybe, 45 seconds. It looked like, a 12-point game. It was going to, finish up that way, but a 6-0 run now by Danville has them down 6. It's only 2 buckets. They can finally get a couple threes to go down. They're 2 possessions away from evening this thing up.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, that I would be slightly concerned about, and Coach Proper could be talking about it, is they have no team fouls, right? At least according to the scoreboard. That can't be right. They have no team fouls this quarter? I don't know. We haven't been keeping track.
I have been with total. I think that's true. We had the 2 fouls down here. I think that's right, actually.
Okay. Well, I would look for Danville then to be really aggressive in the passing lanes because you have fouls to give, right?
Yeah.
We got to get to the 5, to the number 5 here. So I would look for them. I would be in a full court denial or even just here in the half court. I wouldn't guard the inbounder here. Mount Gilead's in a stack. Throw it into the back court.
2:20 left. 51-45 Lady Indians.
Good ball pressure.
Simpson looking backdoor, instead gets it over to Baker. Stripped away.
There it is. Okay.
Danville with numbers. Right side, Hess. Around to Smith.
Good ball movement.
Now to Mickley. Mickley's going to try to drive into the lane, kicks it back out. Over to Kelsey Hackman for 2. Got it!
A deep 2. Cuts it to 4.
4-point
Full
game.
court pressure. Okay, so here we go.
100 seconds left.
Great decision there. You don't need to shoot it that early in a possession. Get a good look.
Didn't take the shot on the open look, too, and kicked it back out.
Listen, they're milking that clock.
You got to start fouling here.
Yep.
Into the lane, nearly gave it up. Open layup, won't go. Danville with the rebound.
It's a great look, too.
1:15 left. Lady Devils down 4. Hess out to Hackman, now to Mickley.
Pass off a little down screen.
For 3. No.
Oh, huge basket.
Big
Would have been
rebound
huge.
by Simpson, and she continues to not get that 3 to fall.
And here's Ava Baker. If you're Mount Gilead, here's who you want the ball in her hands. She draws the foul. Up by the shoulders. Yeah, listen, if I'm Mount Gilead right now, I'm going to Baker or Polcati. That's who I want at the free throw line. That's who I trust to make the right decision.
There's that 3-point.
It's a great look.
Just too strong.
It's a great look off a down screen. Hess has had some good looks. I like her form. I like her shot. Just wasn't able to get that one to go down.
52.4 left.
Here comes Polcati through the elevator. Clears out the backside. Oh.
Got the block, but then hit her in the face right after. And it'll be 2 free throws for Mount Gilead.
So look how the distraction up top gets the defense going that way. And Gromberg was just one step too late. But honestly, you can't give up a layup. You got to make them earn it at the free throw line at this point.
That'll be her 5th foul. She fouls out with 6 points. Nonetheless, even if they make both free throws, it's still a 2-possession game with just under 49 seconds
She's
left.
had a great half for them. You can hear Mount Gilead players kind of talking, communicating with substitutions going on, making sure that they're matched up. Again, Aubrey Thomas is down here in between the blocks, and she's doing a lot of kind of the pointing and directing, and something you can expect out of a senior who's probably played a lot of minutes and been in a lot of games. So the missed free throw there, though.
Makes it a 5, so that now they don't need 2 threes.
Yep.
It can be a 2 and maybe a 3 depending on this shot.
Danville's got to go a little quicker than what they had the last couple possessions.
Made the second.
Got it to 5.
Hess.
I'd want to go downhill here, try to get to the free throw line again.
Smith back out to Hess. Got to take it to the hole. Mickley does. Puts it up deflected, though.
Ooh, good block.
It'll stay.
It's got to stay, yeah.
Take a look at the replay, and that's a great job there, keeping your hands away, but at the last second, Thomas was able to deflect it. 3 from the corner. Yes!
Got it. Wow. Huge. Proper uses another timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full.
Brogan Stotts from the corner with their first points.
Just a little miscommunication. Mount Gilead wasn't matched up. Listen, she just hit that other jump shot too, so she's come in, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, it was Hackman on the corner.
Okay,
she came in. Stotts, she got her first points. She started the game. That was her first points so far, and they're big.
Wow,
so
that's huge.
This is now really where this 5-foul, 2-shot, bonus goes, because now you foul, you're down 2, but you have to get the ball back. You risk going down 4 with the fouls, or you try, what do you do here?
So our message, my message would be you want to try to turn them over into the back court, let it get to the front court before you commit your foul. See if you can't force a turnover back here, a 10-second call. You got enough time to generate that. With just being a 2-point game, once you get into the front court, then you use your foul to give and then kind of go from there. Danville's going to come out in man. What I would do here is I would move Jalen Smith kind of to the volleyball line because Mount Gilead's kind of thrown over top here to the middle of the floor. Oh, throws it off her back.
But now the clock's starting. They're at 4, 5, 6. Great pass ahead to White. 23 seconds left. Are we going to get a jump ball? No. They're going to call the reach first. I want you to take a look at this replay, Coach, because it's right in front of us. First, great pass ahead. But right here, that one hand, I think, that she got
reached
on her
around
first.
her. I think that's the right call here. But listen, nothing hurt. You force him into a sideline out.
Oh, and wide open was Baker. And again, it's that right hand on the body. You see the left hand was right on the ball immediately, but that right hand wrapped around, and that's your intentional, that intentional foul.
So she's got 4. So you see a little offense for defense here.
And now they're a foul away from forcing them to go to the line, too.
Get a tip here in the back court.
Almost got the steal. Ooh, we got to look at this. You got to look at this, Coach. Oh, where do we see the foul?
The officials probably anticipating a foul call. You would kind of let them, like to see that one kind of play through if you're Danville, but we'll put them at the line here.
Baker misses the first.
Off the back end. So you're going to see Proper come back in here. Again, offense for defense if you're Danville. Still got 1 timeout left, 17 seconds. A little substitution malfunction. Danville doesn't have anybody underneath. Here's a big thing too right now. I make sure, you got to get a defensive rebound.
Second
big time
free throw good. Timeout. 53-50 with 17 seconds left. And as you can see in the top left hand of your corner, it's a 19-12 quarter by Danville. They trailed by 10 in the first, 8 in the second. They trailed by 10 in the fourth, in the third quarter. And now they're a 3-pointer away from possibly forcing overtime. What a game.
No, this has been a really, really entertaining game.
Yeah.
A game of runs. If I'm Danville here, you got 17 seconds. You're not in need of a 3 yet, right? You want to go quick. You want to try to get something at the rim and then kind of try to extend this game a little bit. I think that's the message that Coach Proper's going with right now.
Also, Mount Gilead's only at 2 fouls. Do you see them go for the foul?
You absolutely can. I like how they're going to pick up.
Take those 2 shots too.
Yeah, they're going to pick up full court pressure here just to kind of turn it to a clock. No, she kind of runs away from it.
Roper.
Interesting.
Is she going to pull up for 3? She won't. No fouls, though, either. 10 seconds left. Hess
Oh, they're going to go for a three.
Proper. She's going to try for the tie. In and out. No good. Simpson with the rebound with 3, 2, 1. And that's how the game is going to end. Mount Gilead will escape with the 53-50 final. But, man, let's pull up the replay. They had a chance at the tie.
They ran
here.
a little flare screen here. Well, okay, so we're watching it here, a little dribble handoff. You'll see Proper. You'll see the flare screen on the backside. I think this is what it is.
Yeah, right here.
Or maybe what it was designed to be a great look.
Short.
Just off the front of the rim. Honestly, I would have hit the Buffalo Wild Wings overtime buzzer.
I would have, too. I would have enjoyed a fifth quarter here.
I could have drank another Mountain Dew.
53-50 is the final. We'll take a break when we come back. The Spherion Mid-Ohio post-game show, as well as our Knox Community Hospital MVP right here, live and free.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Tonight's girls KMAC opener brought you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. Killbuck Savings Bank, community banking. It's what we do. It's who we are every single day. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Morrow County Jobs and Family Services. And Lacey Construction, experience you can trust, done right and on time. Thank you all for allowing us to be live and free this evening. Time now for our Knox Community Hospital MVP. And it is Mount Gilead's Danielle Polcotti. The sophomore guard leads the way. 19 points as Mount Gilead holds off Danville 53-50. First of all, Danielle, congratulations. What was working for you tonight? Because you made some big buckets early, you made some big buckets late.
I think just preparing for the game all week and getting them open backdoor cuts would really help us.
Last we saw you was the Loudonville game. A small court, Loudonville, a really good squad. Tough loss for you guys, but how big was it for you guys to be able to bounce back against another team that's going to contend with you for a KMAC championship?
It really gave us a lot of confidence, and I think that we just keep preparing every week for KMAC, and I think we could do it.
You guys had the 10-point lead going into the fourth, but you knew Danville was going to have a run at some point. They nearly pulled it off. They had a chance for the tie late. But what was Coach Vuk telling you guys in those timeouts as time was winding down, to keep you guys focused and to keep you guys, to keep this win?
I would say just keep communicating. He just kept communicating. And, pretty much all.
Win number 1 in the KMAC. You're 1-0, defending champs. What do you guys want to work on here before you get to your next game?
I would say taking care of the ball. I think we had quite a bit of turnovers in the first half, so I think if we could take care of the ball, we'd be a really good team.
All right, easiest question for you for tonight. If you want to look into the camera, give anybody a shout out, go for it.
All my coaches.
All right, perfect. Danielle Polcotti, tonight's MVP, a game high 19 points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Need a construction team that can do it all? Lacey Construction delivers experience you can trust, done right on time, with free estimates and special financing offered for roofing, siding, gutters, windows, bathrooms, decks, to the highest standards of excellence, quality, and knowledge in the industry. Bring your next project to life with Lacey Construction.
We welcome you back inside the Spherion Mid-Ohio post-game show for quite the opener here in the KMAC. 53-50, Mount Gilead holds on. Danville had a shot at the tie at the end, but just couldn't hit it. Mount Gilead got the rebound and was able to run the clock out. Travis Berardi back here with Abram Capel. Coach, what a way to start off your time here at the OH.REPORT. That was quite the basketball game.
It really was. You could tell that this is maybe a rivalry game, but to kind of get the conference play started, a game of runs, right? Basketball is a game of runs, and that was very much the case tonight. Some high-level basketball, a lot of emotions late down the stretch, and some gutsy performances from kids on both sides.
And now let's take a look at the final statistics brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. 18 made twos for Mount Gilead, 1-3. Out-rebounded Danville 36-28. And that was a big rebounding margin in the first half that boosted those numbers. 26 turnovers. They were the ones that were turning the ball over in that second half, and Danville really pulled up the pressure. 14 of 20 from the free throw line as well. Danville, though, 10 of 11. That's an impressive number, especially late when they needed some charity buckets. They did get it. 19 turnovers, 28 rebounds. 2 threes, a big three at the end, but that third three would have been even bigger, unable to hit it. So a closely played second half. The numbers might be a little bit skewed from the first half numbers, but this was a great way to start off KMAC play here, game number 1 of that.
Yeah, the rebound number kind of sticks out to me because if you looked at those stats, Mount Gilead did have more turnovers than Danville. But in the same breath, they had more rebounds, and I would venture to say, we don't have the final stats right in front of us, that they probably had a handful more offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe that I got, which again, kind of what I said at halftime, negates the turnovers, kind of neutralizes that stat number. And from a shooting percentage-wise, Mount Gilead just shot the ball a little bit better tonight. Danville had great looks. I thought they executed what they were trying to do. And some nights, especially at the high school level, some nights just the ball doesn't go your way. So, hats off to both teams, both great coaches. I definitely, whatever it costs to get into a high school game, I would say people got their money's worth.
Well, they didn't have to if they were watching live and free.
That's true.
You got to remember that. No, there were people listening. A lot of your buddies were ribbing on you.
Yeah,
in the YouTube section
so
too.
I got to give a shout out to my buddies who are online.
Go ahead. Shout them out.
Shout out to Sophia Spangler at Loudonville. She sent me
Spangler watching.
She sent me a text. She goes, "Hey, is that you on OH.REPORT?" And so give her a little shout out there. So really cool. Honestly, I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity. This was fun. Definitely harder than maybe what it looks like when you're watching TV at home. You're like, oh, I could do that, but there's a lot of moving parts. So this was interesting, and hopefully we get better at it.
Although your buddy Jason Clark said get the color commenter. Said we weren't energetic enough. I don't know.
Needs more juice.
This is my fourth game in 4 days, Jason. So I don't know what to say, but I guess what the referees would say. Hey, if you want to do better, come on out and call the game, man.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Maybe get on him with a couple basketball games in the Northern 10 with you or something.
That's
like
hilarious.
That. Thank you all for watching, even if it was just to see how good my color commentator did. You did a good job tonight, man.
I appreciate
look forward
it.
to calling games with you, too. Maybe get you and Baylog on a game or something like that. But,
that'd be an honor.
All right. Any final words for your first time out here?
No, listen, I thought this was a good basketball game. I would like to see these two teams, come January, February. Obviously, Mount Gilead still has a lot of youth, a lot of room to continue to grow. And nobody wants to be playing their best basketball in December. So only 3-4 games in here. I would be really interested to call one of these teams later on in the year and see the progress.
We'll probably get Mount Gilead because we have a contract with Mount Gilead as well. So slate you in for that game, I guess?
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
It should be a fun
check
one
the
later
rematch.
down. Yeah, it should be good. You never know. It could be for a Knox Mara Athletic Conference Championship.
Absolutely.
But you still got to see Cardington as well. They're always
I saw their score earlier. Looked like they were up big on Fredericktown, if I'm not mistaken.
Last we saw, from Tanner Slusher,
26-10.
our pirate ship buddy. They're up 16 at the half, but we'll see. We'll get those scores here in a little bit, but what a way to start off KMAC play here on the girls' side. Individual scoring before we head out. First for the victorious Lady Indians, and it was balanced. Cole Cotty with 19, Faith White, Greer Simpson, both with 11, Ava Baker with 6, and then 2 points from Aubrey Thomas, Maddie Dameron, and Kendall Neal. As for Danville, 12 points from Kylie Hess, 8 of them in the second half, 8 points from Addison Mickley, 7 from Jalen Smith, 6 each from Grace Gronberg and Ella Proper. 4 from Kendall Lepley, 3 from Brogan Stotts, and 2 from Ashley Smith and Kelsey Hackman. So both teams, like we said, they're going to be balanced this year with the players they have, and it showed on the scoreboard. But we're going to get out of here. Got a bit of a drive to get back to our places, but what a game we had tonight. Want to thank everybody that helped make things possible. First, Abram Capel, bravo. I give you a solid A for that commentary tonight. Want to thank Madeline Zizzuto, as always, giving you the great views from our camera. And our sponsors, Killbuck Savings Bank, our scoreboard sponsor. Knox Community Hospital, our MVP sponsor. Spherion Mid-Ohio, they were our pregame, halftime, and postgame sponsor. Morrow County JFS, our instant replay sponsor. And our commercial sponsors, Lacey Construction and Knox Community Hospital. I want to thank the fine folks here at Danville High School for allowing us to be here tonight, as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to live stream these games to you live and free. Mount Gilead escapes the frantic comeback by Danville. They knock off the Lady Devils 53-50. For Abram Capel, Madeline Zizzuto, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Danville.